Computer aided drafting. I've made 4 videos now for teaching the basics of Revit. I made one on wall types, how to use temporary dimensions, how to place windows and doors properly, how to load them from your libraries and place them, and placing components. But on 2 of those videos, I forgot a couple small details. Um, First off, when we place components, so this is a supplementary video for the first 4. When you place components in here, it's going to place them one direction or another. For instance, I don't believe when I place this bed in my model that it was placed this direction. So I just wanted to show you, you could probably figure this out on your own, but you need to rotate some of these before you slide them into place. I don't believe the toilet was necessarily facing that direction either. So how you do this is you click whatever object you or component you downloaded. You hit your rotate button right here on my modified tab of my file tab. And you see I just get a line that extends out from the center of that object. You want to point it directly one direction or another, or directly up and down, it doesn't matter. Try to make it at 90-degree increments though. And then if usually you're going to rotate it 90 degrees, but you click, then you rotate it, and it'll tell you how far you've rotated it. You get it to how far you want to rotate it, and you go from there. And you click again. So click, hit rotate, come out at 9. That'll be 0 degrees, rotate to 90. This one I want to rotate all the way around 180 degrees, get it back to its original place. I'm not quite square there, so I'm going to rotate it just a bit more. Nope, now I went too far. Anyway, so you can play around with this. That's good enough for me right now. And then I can move it back into place. So that's how you do it. That's how I would do this toilet too. So that's the first thing. The second part that I wanted to do, I'm just trying to look at my notes here. Sill heights on windows and doors. If I click a window, the sill height, so this places it. So this is my north. I'm going to go down and look at my north elevation real quick. And you can see that these windows are at a different height than these windows. And usually most of your windows are at the same height on any building, but not always. Sometimes they move them for certain reasons. Anyway, in order to control where that is, you need to set a sill height. So the bottom of the window is your sill. So the sill height is how far that bottom of the window is off the top of the floor. So the window I have highlighted is 4 feet. If I highlight this window, it's going to tell you 3 feet. So it's not a very hard thing to do. You just click it and then you set your sill height, but you have to make sure you set it. So if you have a window that isn't where you want it to be, set that sill height. Also, when you are in a view from above, like a floor plan view, you're looking down, straight down on your building, right? But what you're seeing is not the top of the wall. It's making a cut plane through the middle of this wall somewhere so that you can see what is in the middle of that wall. So for instance, if I come down here and I just say main level, here's my main level. It gives me sill height, window, inset. Oh, I'm still clicked on a window. So I'm going to click out of the window. I'm just going to say main level. All right. It should say over on my left here somewhere, view range. Is it in there? I can't remember exactly where this is, but cut plane right here, 4 feet is where my cut plane is. So what I'm seeing on here is on the 4-foot mark of my wall. If you put a window in and your window is not very tall and you get it above or below your cut plane, it won't show up. You won't see it unless you either move your cut plane or move your window down so that that cut plane intersects it somewhere. So understand there are elements that if they don't if they're not in that cut plane, you won't see them. Anyway, that's just an important little tidbit. So those are my two things, or three things actually. Sill heights of windows and doors are going to have a sill height basically of 0, or whatever the elevation of the floor on that level is. That's what their sill height is going to be. Usually your sill height is referenced from from the top of your floor on whatever level you're on. Anyway, so you have sill heights of windows and doors, you have cut planes, and then rotating those objects. Okay, that's a good supplemental video. Hopefully that helps.